Hi students, so welcome you all for our passing package course. So in this class I am going to discuss the problems on matrices. Okay, so good afternoon everyone and welcome to the class. So here I am going to solve the important problems of your matrices and determinants topic. So there will be one question for 4 marks of finding the inverse, and how to find that inverse I will solve now. So now you know that there will be one 6-mark question and there will be one 4-mark question. So now I am going to solve 4-mark problems from your determinants. 4-mark problem from your determinants. So please join everyone so that we can complete this part E section. So in the part E section, as you all know, there will be LPP problem, there will be continuity problem, and there will be one matrix and determinants problem. And particularly it is on determinants chapter of finding A inverse. So you can see the problem is of your determinants, that is finding inverse. Okay, so give me some time so that I can choose that file. So yesterday we have done that class, but because of some disturbances I have not took yesterday. Now I am going to continue it with, okay. So no problem. Good afternoon to everyone. So first I will write the problem, then I will solve it, because I have not done that file. So that's why I will write that problem and I will solve it. So first you see the problem and you can go through it, and I will tell how to simplify it. Okay. See that the problem is if A equal to 2 cross 2 matrix, that is 3 1 minus 1 2. Okay, so now we have here what they tell: satisfy the equation, satisfies the equation A square minus 5A plus 7I equal to 0. Then find the inverse of A using this equation, where I is identity matrix, matrix of order 2. Okay, so now you just see this problem, and most of the students here, what they do, they try to satisfy this equation by putting this matrix. That is not the way of solving this. Clear? So here you have to solve it like this. First you have to simplify this equation, that is A square minus 5A plus 7I equal to 0. So how to simplify this? You see, let 7I be here only, I will take a square minus 5a on this side. So that will be 7i equal to 5a minus a square. 7i equal to 5a minus a square. Now 7i will be equal to, you can take a term common, so that will be 5 minus a, you take a term common. If I take a term as common, it will be like this. Okay, so 5 minus a square will become a. 5 minus a into a. Clear? So see here, you take a term common, so it will be 5 minus a into a. Now multiply a inverse on both side. Now multiply a inverse on both side, that is 7i equal to a inverse. Multiply a inverse on both side, that will be 7i into a inverse. 7i into a inverse equal to 5 minus a, here you have a into a inverse. So I am multiplying a inverse on both side. So now we have identity matrix into a inverse will be a inverse, that is 7 into a inverse equal to 5 minus a into a inverse is what? I. A into a inverse is what? I. Okay, so this will be equal to 7 into a inverse, that is equal to 5 minus a. So you multiply I into the brackets. So you multiply identity matrix inside the brackets. So it will be 5i minus a. You multiply this I inside the brackets, that will be 5i minus a. So therefore you see this a inverse will be equal to 1 by 7 into 5i minus a. 1 by 7 into 5i minus a. So now you have this equation. Using this equation you can find a inverse. See how I am going to write 1 by 7. This is 5 as it is. Identity matrix 1 0 0 1 minus a is what? You can write a as 3 1 minus 1 2. Clear? 3 1 minus 1 2. So now from this you get a inverse equal to 1 by 7 into 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 0 is 0, 5 into 0 is 0, 5 into 1 is 5 minus 3 1 minus 1 2. So now from this you can check a inverse equal to 1 by 7 into 5 minus 3, that is 2. Again 0 minus 1 is minus 1, 0 minus of minus 1 plus 1, 5 minus 2 it is 3. Okay, so this is your answer, that is a inverse equal to matrix 2 minus 1 1 3, that will be 2 by 7 minus 1 by 7 1 by 7 3 by 7. Okay, so this is your a inverse. So very simple. The problem is very simple. First you understand it. Using this equation you take 7i here only, remaining terms on LHS. So now from these two you can choose a as common term. Once you take a as common term, it will be 5 minus a into a. Okay, so now multiplying a inverse on both side. Multiply a inverse on both side, that will be 7i into a inverse, a into a inverse. Clear? So a into a inverse is I. So from that you can just see 5 into I is 5i minus a into I is minus a, because identity matrix into a is a. Here identity matrix into a inverse is a inverse. Okay, so now 7 into a inverse equal to 5i minus a. A inverse will be 1 by 7 into 5i minus a. write I as it is and A given, okay, right here. So you simplify it, you will get the answer, okay. So they will give complete 4 marks because this is the method of solving. This is the method of solving. Most of the students, you satisfy this equation by substituting A here. That is not the way. You have to not replace this A matrix, okay. There is no need to write replace the matrix of A and satisfy that equation. Satisfy this equation means this is what you have to simplify. This is what how you have to simplify, okay. So please find that. Are you getting my point? They will give you complete 4 marks, don't worry. They give you complete 4 marks. You have to solve like this. This is the correct method. Clear? Most of the students are making it in the different manner. That means they are taking it is, first they will take A here, they satisfy this equation, again they solve this, again they will get this answer. That is not the way. Clear? You have to solve this equation and you have to prove here, that's all, okay. A inverse is equal to, you got the answer as 2 by 7 minus 1 by 7, here 1 by 7 and 3 by 7. Clear? So this is your answer. So I think everyone have understood this. Please listen, there are only 2 problems this kind. There are only 2 problems of this type. In that 2 they have to ask 1. So that is like a bonus question for you. In your NCERT textbook you have only 2 questions. One is solved example, another one is exercise problem. So in that 2 problems they will ask 1 question in your exam. So that is very bonus for you. Are you getting my point? So that's why please follow this method. Clear? So good afternoon to all of you and please go through this. So now I will go for the second problem. So quickly tell me, all of you, have you understood this or not? And quickly I will write the second problem. The second problem is, if A equal to 2 3 1 2, 2 3 1 2, satisfy the equation, satisfies the equation A square minus 4A plus I equal to 0. Satisfies the equation A square minus 4A plus I equal to 0. Then find the inverse of A. Then find the inverse of A, where I equal to identity matrix and 0 means it is equal to 0 matrix, okay. So now see what they have given in the problem. First you understand what they have given in the problem. In the problem they have given that if A satisfies the equation, that means they only have given it. What they have given? A matrix satisfies the equation. Are you understanding my point? They already given that this matrix satisfies this equation. No need to solve it again. Please understand the question. In the question only they have given that if A satisfies this equation, then find A inverse. Okay, so already they have given that A square minus 4A plus I equal to 0 satisfies this matrix. So now using this we have to solve. I will be equal to what? Again 4A minus A square. Now take A term common. 4 minus A into A. Multiply A inverse on both sides. I into A inverse. 4 minus A into A inverse. A into A inverse is I. So I into A inverse is A inverse equal to 4 minus A into I. So A inverse equal to multiply this I inside, that will be 4I minus A. because I into A is A, 4 into I is 4I. Therefore, A inverse equal to 4I minus A. A inverse equal to 4I minus A. So therefore, now write A as it is. A inverse 4 into what is I? 1001 minus A. A is what? 2312. So this will be equal to A inverse into 4001. 4001. 40 and 01. Okay. So 4 into 1 is 4, 4 into 0 is 0, 4 into 0 is 0, 4 into 1 is 4, minus 2312. So therefore 4 minus 2 is 2, 0 minus 3 is minus 3, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, 4 minus 2 is 2. So this is equal to A inverse. Okay. So therefore this is your answer. That is 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2. Clear? So therefore by using this, now we have solved 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2. Therefore this is your required answer. Clear? So I think all of you can understand these two problems, and these two problems are very important. Okay, you have only two problems in your exercise. That is, one is already solved in your NCERT textbook and one is in your exercise. Clear? So you take these two problems, you simplify them, it is more than enough. Are you getting my point? So from this you can get 4 marks. If you simplify these two problems, you can get 4 marks. So in these two they will ask 1. So therefore we have completed our part E. We have completed our part E. Here you can see LPP, and one is from determinants. One is from determinants, another is from continuity. Okay, this is 6, 4, 4. So completely you will have choice here. So this is fixed. You make this as fixed. So you take choice here. So if you take choice here, it will be 6 plus 4 equal to 10. Okay. So solve continuity problems also and solve your determinants problems also. In determinants you have only 2 problems. Through that you can understand the problems. No worries. Okay. So thank you. I will continue tomorrow. Clear? So I will continue tomorrow with your 5 mark section. Now we have already done with part E. Now I will go for your part D section, 5 mark problems. So if you solve these 3 problems, LPP, continuity and determinants, you will get 10 marks. So this 10 marks don't lose. Clear? So now by going to 5 mark section, I will choose some simple problems that can be understood to everyone. So with that 5 marks, you can choose some chapters like one is relations and functions, second one is matrix, third one is determinants, fourth one is differentiation, fifth one is application of differentiation, and sixth one is 3D. So actually these are the very simple problems I am going to solve. You can take use of those 6 problems. So 6 into 5 will be 30 and plus 10 from part E, it will be 40. Clear? So here and there if you go for 2 and 3 mark problems, nearly you can get 50 to 60 marks in your annual exam. Clear? Okay. So let us meet in the tomorrow's class. Okay. So thank you and let us meet in the tomorrow's session.